County Commissioner Kenny,
Here.
County Commissioner Koppel,
Here.
County Commissioner McCollum,
Here.
County Commissioner Nara,
Here.
County Commissioner Tamara,
Here.
County Commissioner Director Rios.
Here. We will have nomination, administration of oath of office for Deputy Director.
Yes, the board will now consider the nomination of the position of Deputy Director. Is there such a motion?
Good evening, Director, Commissioner Kenny here. I would like to move forward the nomination of Commissioner Santinara for the position of Deputy Director. Her passion and dedication to public service has been on display her whole time in public life, and I think she will do a great job. So I move forward that nomination.
There's been a motion by County Commissioner Kenny. Is there a second?
County Commissioner Tamara, I'd like to second that motion, and I know she'll do a fantastic job. She's a fantastic person and works hard and does a lot for the constituents of the county. So I second the motion.
Okay, I'll now call the roll. County Commissioner Ascona Barber,
Yes.
County Commissioner Kenny,
Yes.
County Commissioner Koppel,
Yes.
County Commissioner McCollum,
Yes.
County Commissioner Nara,
Yes.
County Commissioner Tamara,
Yes.
County Commissioner Director Rios.
Yes.
The Deputy Director will now take their oath of office administered by the Clerk of the Board. So please let me know when you're ready. All set. Okay, so raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Santinara, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state, under the authority of the people, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of Deputy Director of the Middlesex County Board of County Commissioners, according to the best of my ability, so help me God. Okay.
Congratulations, Deputy Director.
Thank you, Director. Thank you very much, Director. I am extremely honored by the support shown by my fellow commissioners, and I am acutely aware that of the big shoes I'm going to be filling, both literally and figuratively. Our dear friend Kenneth Armwood was taken from us far too soon, and this is a very bittersweet moment. I had never expected to be in this position because we just always thought he'd be around doing amazing things for the county, but I really appreciate everyone's support, and I will do my utmost best to fulfill the duties of this job in a way that would make not only Kenny proud, but all of you proud. And I also just want to say I am so glad that we're welcoming Chanel Scott McCullum to join us here on the County Commissioner Board. Chanel's selection is also a selection that I think Kenny would have been very happy about. And I'm just eager for all of us to begin our work together. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Director.
as you said, Deputy Director, it is a bittersweet, and I'm sure Deputy Director Armwood is looking down saying, I got your back, and I'm sure you're gonna do a good job. And he will shed a light upon all of us. I congratulate you wholeheartedly. I wish you nothing but the best, and we're here as a team to serve all our constituents. And I welcome our new County Commissioner McCullum. Okay. We have we have recognitions.
Yes, we have 3 this evening. First is proclaiming May as Older Americans Month in Middlesex County. Next, proclaiming May 14th, 2021 as Apraxia Awareness Day in Middlesex County. And next is proclaiming May 2021 as Mental Health Awareness Month in Middlesex County.
Is there a motion to adopt?
Motion to adopt?
Second?
Roll call?
County Commissioner Ascona Barber,
Yes.
County Commissioner Kenny,
Yes.
County Commissioner Koppel,
Yes.
County Commissioner McCollum,
Yes.
County Commissioner Nara,
Yes.
County Commissioner Tamara,
Yes.
County Commissioner Director Rios.
Yes. We have minutes for approval.
Yes, Board of County Commissioners regular meeting, April 15th, 2021 at 7:00 p.m.
Is there a motion to approve?
Move?
Second?
Roll call?
County Commissioner Ascona Barber,
Yes.
County Commissioner Kenny,
Yes.
County Commissioner Koppel,
Yes.
County Commissioner McCollum,
I will abstain as I was not a commissioner at that point in time. Thank you.
County Commissioner Nara,
Yes.
County Commissioner Tamara,
Yes.
County Commissioner Director Rios.
Yes. We have ordinances. The clerk will read ordinance number 460 on first reading.
Bond Ordinance 460, refunding bond ordinance of the County of Middlesex, New Jersey, providing for the refunding of all or a portion of various series of the county's outstanding bonds, appropriating not to exceed $16,500,000, therefore, and authorizing the issuance of not to exceed $16,500,000 tax exempt and/or taxable refunding bonds of the county in one or more series at one or more times for financing the cost thereof.
Is there a motion to adopt ordinance number 460 on first reading?
Motion to adopt?
Second?
Roll call?
County Commissioner Ascona Barber,
Yes.
County Commissioner Kenny,
Yes.
County Commissioner Koppel,
Yes.
County Commissioner McCollum, County Commissioner McCollum,
Yes.
County Commissioner Nara,
Yes.
County Commissioner Tamara,
Yes.
County Commissioner Director Rios.
Yes. We have reports of commissioners. County Commissioner Clarabelle Ascona Barber.
Thank you, Director Rios. First, I would like to congratulate our new Deputy Director, Nara. I know that you're going to be fantastic. Also, welcome to our newest member of the commissioners, Commissioner McConley. My report. I am pleased to announce the Middlesex County Emergency Rental Assistance Program is now available and began accepting applications on Monday, May 3rd. Renters struggling financially due to the COVID-19 may apply for financial assistance with rent and utilities. For more information on the COVID-19 Emergency Rental Assistance Program, please visit the county website. Our annual Veterans Services distribution of flags and grave markers in honor of Memorial Day will be held on May 10th and 11th. In addition, the wreath distribution for Memorial Day activities will take place on May 28th and May 29th. If you have any questions, please contact our Veterans Services Program. In honor of Mental Health Awareness Month, on May 11th, the Middlesex County Office of Human Services is hosting a webinar on languages counts. The words we choose or not matter in direct support of the Middlesex County campaign to end stigma. Also, save the date for our next Nick Foods events. East Brunswick High School Battle of the Classes Food Drive will be held at Brunswick Square Mall on Saturday, May 8th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and Sunday, May 16th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. We will also be having a drive-by food drive at the East Jersey Old Town Village at Johnson Park in Piscataway on Saturday, May 15th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can find more information about these events and other ways to get involved by visiting our county website. And that concludes my report, Director Rio.
Thank you, Commissioner Escona-Barber. County Commissioner Charlie Kenny.
Good evening, Director. Thank you very much. I also want to welcome Commissioner McCollum on board the Commission Board, and I wish her the best of luck. I know she'll do a great job. The other items that I have are items that are on our agenda that I just asked for support for tonight's meeting. We have signal improvements to Oak Tree Road and Matheny Way in Edison, Main Street and Mary Ave in Woodbridge, New Dover Ave and Woodbridge Ave on the Woodbridge-Edison border, New Brunswick Ave and Carlton Ave and Piscataway, South Main Street and East Mill Road in East Brunswick, and Riders Lane and Riders Lane Crossing in Milltown. And then also we have a drainage improvements to 516 from Gab Road to White Oak Lane in Old Bridge. And so I just asked the board for their support on those items. And that's all I have, Director. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Kenny. County Commissioner Leslie Koppel.
Thank you, Director. A critical part of the county's comprehensive long-term fiscal strategy has been the taking advantage, where possible, of low interest rates to refinance as much debt as possible. Since 2010, the county refinanced nearly all of our eligible outstanding debt, that is the annual principal and interest payments. The only remaining eligible debt of the $16,500,000 recently became eligible due to historically low interest rates. Tonight, we introduced Ordinance 460 to approve the refunding of this outstanding debt. The county has retained a AAA bond rating for an unprecedented 21 consecutive years, and therefore we continue to issue this refunding ordinance under this AAA rating umbrella, which results in direct savings for the county's taxpayers and by paying lower interest rates. This particular refinancing is projected to save the county $440,000 over the next 12 years. In total, since 2010, and including Ordinance 460, the county has issued 12 separate refunding ordinances in the total amount of $295 million, with a total savings of over $17.5 million. These savings are in turn used to reduce future costs for the county infrastructure. And I'd like to absolutely congratulate, and I look forward to continue working with Deputy Director Santinara and in her new position. And she's a strong leader for all of us, and really will be a guiding light, just as Freehold County Commissioner Armwood was. And also welcome aboard, Chanel Scott McCollum, and you're going to be a fine asset, and we're a great team. So I look forward to working with each of you as we move forward through this year. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Koppel. County Commissioner Chanel Scott McCollum.
Thank you, Director. Would like to first congratulate our new Deputy Director, Santinara. I know Kenny is looking down on you, and he's proud that you are taking on this new opportunity. So wish you all the best, and I know that you will truly be successful in this role. I would also like to thank my fellow commissioners for welcoming me here this evening. And I'd like to start giving you my report on behalf of the Business Innovations, Education, and Opportunity Department, headed by Khalid Ajam. I am pleased to report from the Arts Institute, the director is Lindsay Erber, that the Arts Institute is using some great data and feedback from market research conducted by the Osgood Group to set the course to develop all current and future programs for the Arts Institute. These programs are made available to the public through our website, which is updated monthly. This month, we're focused on the history of Middlesex County, and as we previously stated, it's Mental Health Month. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Please visit our county website for virtual and other event information. From the Office of Career Opportunity, led by Director Kevin Cardill, I'm happy to share that the Office of Career Opportunity has reported some very positive statewide indicators with upward labor trends as we reclaim the job market in leisure and hospitality, education, construction, transportation, and manufacturing. The New Jersey Department of Labor has scheduled a hard launch of the Skill Up online career training platform. Skill Up was a platform first deployed by the Middlesex County Workforce Board. Our platform was selected by the new Department of Labor as the best practice model for an online career training platform. The Elite Youth Program will be hosting a resource fair with the partner organizations on June 7th, followed by a job fair on June 21st. Please visit our county website for further information. From the Superintendent of Schools, led by Executive County Superintendent Kyle Anderson, the Office of Superintendents of Schools has advised that the New Jersey Department of Education expects that every school will be open and every student and educator will be in their classrooms for full-time in-person instruction for the 2021 and 2022 academic year. From the Office of Cooperative Extension Services, led by William Helbuck, the Office of Cooperative Extension Services has launched their Beginner Farmer Training Program, which is a 3-year USDA grant-funded program. The grant provides an opportunity for future farmers to participate in a business incubator program model. Incubators help entrepreneurs in their early growth stages by providing them with online and field training at incubator sites, assistance with business plan development, and leased land space to cultivate their new farming initiatives. Director, this concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Scott McCullum. County Commissioner Deputy Director Santinara.
Thank you, Director. From the Divisions of Solid Waste and Recycling, our upcoming events include on Saturday, May 8th, the divisions will conduct another paper shred event. The shred will be conducted at the Sayreville Senior Center located at 423 Main Street from 9 a.m. to noon or until the trucks are full. On this day, county residents may bring paper materials for shredding and recycling, thus protecting personal information and their identity. Please do not include metals or other non-paper items, as those items will damage and may disable the shredding devices. Then on Saturday, May 15th, from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., the divisions will hold another household hazardous waste collection. This free event will be held at Middlesex County's Highways and Bridges Complex, located at 97 Apple Orchard Lane in North Brunswick. Residents can bring paints, pesticides, herbicides, and other household hazardous waste items for safe disposal and recycling. Both events are free to all county residents. Middlesex County continues its COVID safety protocols at all featured events. Kindly visit the county's website for additional information or call our divisions at 732-745-4170. And although we are making significant strides in our fight against COVID in Middlesex County and in New Jersey, please do not let your guard down. Continue to practice social distancing, mask wearing, hand washing, and avoid large social gatherings. please visit www.middlesexcountynj.gov/vaccine to book a COVID vaccination appointment or call our Office of Health Services at 732-745-3100 for additional information or assistance. And finally, Director, today is National Nurses Day, and I want to take the opportunity to once again thank all the nurses who first work for the county in public health and safety, as well as all the nurses in the various hospitals and homes and medical facilities throughout our county and our state. As we all know, they have been absolute heroes throughout this pandemic. Prior to the pandemic, nurses were the backbone of our health system and were always admirable, but this pandemic has shown them in even more amazing light the sacrifices they've made to take care of all of us. Their fellow residents has been amazing, and there's been a lot of great personal sacrifice amongst all of these nurses, and I cannot thank them enough. And I know everyone on this board and everyone in the county, if you know a nurse, I would just say reach out, whether it's a quick phone call, a text, or an email, and just take the opportunity today to give them another shout out and let them know how much they are appreciated. And that's my report for this evening. Thank you, Director.
Thank you, Deputy Director Nara. County Commissioner Charlie Tamaro.
Thank you, Director, and I want to congratulate Santinara for becoming a Deputy Director, and I also want to welcome Chanel Scott McCullen. Congratulations on your appointment to the County Middlesex Commissioner Board. South Amboy Recreation Grant. Resolution 21584 awards a grant to the City of South Amboy to support renovations to the Alley Clark athletic fields. The project includes installation of 2 artificial turf ball fields with LED lighting, renovation of the existing dirt grass ball field with new irrigation, backstops, bleachers, benches, fencing, and all the improvements for a safe facility. The county is happy to partner with the City of South Amboy on these recreational improvements to benefit our community. I ask my commissioner colleagues for their support on this resolution. Kids and Teens in the Park. Registration for the summer Kids and Teens in the Park program will open on May 15th. Check our website for more information on these virtual programs available for our young performers. And please protect yourself and others while using our parks. As Governor continues to reopen our state with an increasing gathering limits, we are still asking for everyone's cooperation to keep our community safe while using our parks during this pandemic. Summer is shaping up to be better than last year, but it's important that we continue to follow these safety protocols until we clear this pandemic. Check our website for updated information on parks events and use our new online reservation system for your family picnic. And it's sure great to go by our parks, especially Roosevelt Park, and see all the people using the park, especially on the weekends. That concludes my report, Director.
Thank you, Commissioner Tamaro. I just have a few comments. Number one, I'd like to say congratulations to our new Deputy Director. I'm sure you're going to do a great job as you always have. You're a great public servant, hardworking and dedicated. I'd also like to again welcome our new Commissioner, Scott McCullum. Sure, you're going to be a fantastic commissioner. You have a great resume. You have a great track record as a public servant, and wish you nothing but the best. And we're here as a team to work together. Okay, I'd also like to say a thank you to all the nurses on National Nurse Day, because the nurses really do a tremendous job. And as my colleague mentioned, this past year and a half, let's say, has been a really challenging year for everyone, but especially the nurses and the other health professionals, because the nurses really put their lives on the line, and including possibly putting their families in danger. And I can't commend them enough, because they really do a hero's job, and they are heroes. And I say thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, Mr. Kelso, any resolutions to be added?
There are none.
Any resolutions to be amended?
There are none.
Resolutions to be held?
There are none.
Any resolutions to be voided?
There are none.
Okay, before I open up the meeting to the public for discussion on resolutions listed only, participants on this call will have the ability to speak during the public portion of this meeting. Before participants can unmute themselves, they must press *9 to virtually raise your hand. When your hand is raised, you'll be placed in the queue or virtual line to speak during the public portion. The moderator will ask participant to raise hands to unmute themselves. When this happens, the phone operator will instruct the participant to press *6 to unmute themselves. You will know when you have been unmuted, and it's time to speak when you hear the operator say you're unmuted. When a participant has either completed their comments within the 5-minute time limitation or told their allocated 5 minutes are up, they will be placed on mute by the moderator. So to recap these updated instructions, you must press *9 to raise your hand, then press *6 when the operator tells you to do so in order to speak during any of the public portion. Okay, moderator, is there anyone in the queue?
Yes, Director, there is. I will ask that person to unmute now.
Okay, please state your name and address. You have 5 minutes, and this is for resolutions, questions or comments on any of the resolutions listed.
Hello, it's me, Charlie Cradaville from New Brunswick, editor of New Brunswick Today. Want to start out with a sincere welcome and good wishes to the new member of the board, and congratulations to Commissioner Nara on becoming the deputy. First one I want to ask about, I'm going to go to page 9, 577. What is the county leasing here? Is this the vacant supermarket property in downtown New Brunswick?
Commissioner
Yes.
Director, I could answer.
Yep.
I
Go
could
ahead,
answer that.
John.
Yes, what we're doing is we're consolidating 2 to 3 other locations throughout New Brunswick that we currently have lease space on. And we're going to be bringing in both the courts and the prosecutor's office into that facility.
Really? Wow. So the county clerk's office and the Middlesex
Not the
County
county,
prosecutor.
the courts, the county courts.
The
The
court,
probation's office as well
I
as prosecutors.
Okay, sorry,
Because
just
of
heard
the
you.
nature of the, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because of the nature of the additional space that the courts do need, and where their existing spaces is not conducive to their requirements, we're going to be realigning, utilizing majority of that space for the courts, and then a smaller portion for the prosecutor's office.
Okay, and will the prosecutor's office still occupy the, is it the 3rd floor of Kirkpatrick Street, or are they going to move out of there?
There'll be a realignment of a number of different offices to be determined. Again, this is going to take about 6 months to finalize before the spaces fit up, but yes, there'll be a number of locations where they'll be relocated into that space.
Okay, can you tell me the rental rate? You know, how much is this going to cost the taxpayers to rent?
Yes, it's $16 a square foot, which also includes 150 parking spots.
Okay, and do you have a, you know, a figure per month total or per year total?
That's 49,000 square feet times, again, $16 square foot. And again, it's a savings over the current lease space that we're currently occupied. So if you're looking at 49,000 square feet times $16, you're talking about $780,000 a year.
Okay, and it's the rate is consistent throughout the 5 years of the lease.
Consistent throughout the 5 years, that is correct. And if you look at the price point relative to other locations in New Brunswick, it's a very good price.
Okay. Yeah, of course, glad to see something happening here. It's been just sitting there really underutilized or unutilized for some time. Can you tell me what's going to happen to the spaces that are vacated? I guess probation is on New Street. And are there other spaces? Is the county going to stop renting them, or
that is
you know, are there going to be savings? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a consolidation of space which will result in savings to the county.
Okay. And so that, am I correct, that the building on New Street is one of the places? Is there any others that will be taken out of the county's, spaces?
Again, we're working with the courts right now to finalize exactly the relocation of space, physical space into that facility. And we'll have a better idea probably by July, August timeframe.
Okay, thanks. I do want to ask about 563 here on page 7, printed poll books. Isn't it true that the county authorized electronic poll books to be purchased back in February 2019? I remember Mr. Polomina handing me a sheet of paper with the, details on what was to be purchased, and I believe there were some electronic poll books that were supposed to be purchased. Why hasn't that happened? And also, what is the plan for that going forward? Are we going to stick with paper poll books?
Commissioner Director? Yes. Again, the funding for the purchase of poll books was approved by the commissioners, and we are currently going through the process of evaluating a number of providers for that service. And our hope is that once that decision is made, that we would move quickly to electronic poll books. So the funding was put in place, but no poll at the time. The electronic capability was not in place. Now it is, and so now we're evaluating the various companies that provide the service to us.
Okay, well, I'll have something to say on one of those companies in just a bit at the public comment. But before my time elapses, can I get some information on 534? 534, please. 534. Hello.
That's about a acquisition of property on French Street and Albany Street, Director.
Mr. Sender, or let's see.
Yes, Commissioner Director, I can speak to that.
Okay.
That is for the signalization at Albany, Easton, French, and Spring Street realignment. It's from New Jersey Transit. It's for a temporary construction easement, 4,500 square feet, and a permanent easement of 380 square feet. We're doing some realigning in the front of the train station, have to regrade it, make it ADA compliant, and that's the purpose of the easement.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Moderator, is there anyone else in the queue?
Director, not at this time.
Is there a motion to close?
Motion to close the public portion?
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, Mr. Kelso, are there any items to be removed from the consent agenda and voted on separately?
Yes, I believe that Freeholder Nara has 2 resolutions.
That's correct, Director. 21-534-R, and as it involves New Jersey Transit, and 21-545-R, as that involves Jewish Family Services.
Freeholder
Anyone
Director, I don't believe there is anyone else.
Okay.
Freeholder Director, a motion would then be in order to adopt the consent agenda consisting of resolution numbers 21-526 through resolution 21-617, excluding resolutions 21-534 and 21-545 to be voted upon separately.
Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve the consent agenda?
Second.
Roll call?
County Commissioner Escobar-Barber,
Yes.
County Commissioner Kenny,
Yes.
County Commissioner Koppel,
Yes.
County Commissioner McCollum,
Yes.
County Commissioner Nara,
Yes.
County Commissioner Tamara,
Yes.
County Commissioner Director Rio.
Yes. Mr. Kelso?
Yes, now it would be appropriate to consider the 2 resolutions that were excluded by Freeholder Nara, and that's resolutions 21-534 and resolution 21-545.
Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve?
Second.
Roll call?
County Commissioner Escobar-Barber,
Yes.
County Commissioner Kenny,
Yes.
County Commissioner Koppel,
Yes.
County Commissioner McCollum,
Yes.
County Commissioner Nara,
Present but not voting.
County Commissioner Tamara,
Yes.
County Commissioner Director Rios.
Yes. Okay, before we open up the public portion, again, participants on this call will have the ability to speak during the public portion. Before participants are able to unmute themselves, they must press *9 to virtually raise your hand. When your hand is raised, you'll be placed in the queue or virtual line to speak during the public portion. The moderator will ask participants with raised hands to be unmuted. When this happens, the phone operator will instruct the participant to press *6 to unmute themselves. You will know you've been unmuted, and it's time to speak when you hear the operator say you're unmuted. When a participant has either completed their comments within the 5-minute time limitation or are told their allocated 5 minutes are up, they will be placed on mute by the moderators. So to recap, these instructions, you must press *9 to raise your hand, then press *6 when the operator tells you to do so in order to speak during any of the public portions. Okay, at this point, moderator, is there anyone in the queue?
Director, at this time, I do not see any hands raised. Well, I do see a hand raised now.
Okay.
I will.
Please state your name and address, and you have 5 minutes.
Yes, sir. Charlie Cradaville, once again, thanks for recognizing me. And I do want to echo that shout out to all the nurses out there. God bless them and thank them for their service. I have a very serious issue to bring up. Is there a representative of the county clerk's office on the call?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Okay.
But we could take a message to the clerk's office if you'd like.
Okay. I'm raising a concern about the unacceptable lack of transparency regarding the reporting of election results in New Brunswick's April 20th school board election. I'm not sure if you're aware of this. I'm sure you've paid attention to elections in the past, and you're probably aware that the county has the capacity to use their website to release election results on election night. And for some reason, our little old town in New Brunswick, for our April school board elections, doesn't get the benefit of this system. The website is not used, and you have to ask them nicely to get the results if you want them. And this year, for the first time that we've had an in-person election, they declined to release the breakdown of the votes at each voting machine. We had 10 voting machines. As you recall, there was some discussion about how many places we could have open, how many we should have open. We ended up with 10 different voting machines, and lo and behold, an employee of ES&S, the company that you purchased all those voting machines from, screwed up, and they forgot to count the votes from an entire voting machine. It went uncounted for over a week. And I kept inquiring every day, hey, where's the election results? Can we get the election results? Give them to me because we deserve them for transparency's sake. And I got the runaround from the county clerk's office, from the city clerk's office, and ES&S has gone silent and not answered my follow-up questions after they admitted to this error. I think this is unacceptable, and I understand you're considering the purchase of additional voting machines, additional poll books, and I think that this company, ES&S, needs to be held accountable for this error. This should not have happened, and had the county clerk's office or the city clerk's office simply insisted on getting the breakdowns of the individual voting machine results, they would have caught this error on election night. But instead, those folks settled for historically unprecedented low transparency, and as a result, we forgot to count 22 votes in an election for over a week. And I just got home from the Board of Elections meeting, and I asked, when was the last time that ever happened, that an entire voting machine went uncounted for an entire week? Never. It's never happened before. This is the first time, and it's coincidentally also, or maybe not coincidentally, the first time that we're using these new expensive ES&S voting machines. So I'm very concerned about the role that this company plays, where they can be a single point of failure, and one of their employees who's unnamed, we don't know who they are, we don't know what procedures they have to hire people or what qualifications they have, and this one person can make probably an honest mistake, and 22 people's votes won't get counted. I understand they did catch this error in a post-election audit 6 days later, told the public on day 8, and by the public I mean me, the person who kept asking for this stuff, but had they just insisted on more transparency from this vendor, we would have caught the error on election night. And I think it's unacceptable. The county needs to release all election results they have when they get them. Don't keep it to yourself, and definitely don't put this private company in charge of it. It's just unacceptable. I'm happy to hear your thoughts on it when I'm done with my remarks, but I did also want to bring up 2 other matters. Governor Murphy says that of all the towns in New Jersey with less than 10,000 people, or with more than 10,000 people in them, New Brunswick is the least vaccinated city, with only 24% of people having at least one of their COVID-19 vaccines. Would like to hear, the county, the board's reaction to that and what's being done about that. And I also want to ask about your closed session matter. For instance, is the mayor of New Brunswick going to be in your closed session today, as he does represent the Milltown Ford Avenue Redevelopment Agency, and what's going on there? So could you address the the voting machine issue, the vaccination issue, and the closed session issue? And those are all the matters I wanted to raise tonight.
Time's up.
The only thing I'm going to comment on is that the New Brunswick least vaccinated, I could assure you that we as a county are making every effort to educate people and entice people to go get vaccinated. We can't hold a gun to their head. When I'm in my own circle of friends and family, we have this discussion, and I encourage all people that I run into, whether it be in a store or wherever, I encourage them to get vaccinated if they haven't been vaccinated, or if I run into people that I haven't seen, to get vaccinated. Do I wish that New Brunswick's not the least vaccinated? Of course, but we're making every effort to educate people, and Lord knows we have the capability and the manpower to do that. So that's my comment on there. Mr. Kelso, I don't know if you want to talk about the executive session.
Director, before Mr. Kelso talks about executive session, can I just add a comment about New Brunswick and vaccinations, please? Charlie, I think about a week ago, the director, myself, Commissioner Escona-Barber, we met with community leaders from all around the county, because one of the things we wanted to do was use community partners to help in our vaccination efforts, because if there are trust issues, we know that residents in different towns have connections, whether it's with churches and synagogues, mosques, whether it's with community organizing groups, and we were asking them to partner with us. But also, in terms of making it more accessible, certainly as a county, we had the capability of having smaller sites throughout the county, but we also have our mobile units. And look, Charlie, it's something that we have to focus on. I agree with you. Having New Brunswick at that low rate is not a good thing. And it means that we have to, all of us, everybody, partner together and redouble our efforts. And we are very much focused on that. And we need to, if people aren't going to come to us, we'll go out to them. And it is a commitment that we're making. Our public health office is filled with incredibly dedicated workers, and they have all been brainstorming and are ready and willing to do what we need to do to get those numbers up in New Brunswick. So, if you want some more details, you feel free to call us at the public health office. But we are mindful of the efforts that we're going to have to take up to really address the issue in New Brunswick. Thank you, Director.
Thank you. Anyone else in the queue, moderator?
Not at this time, Director.
A motion to close?
Motion to close.
Director, I'm sorry. Director, I'm sorry, but you had called. I had interrupted Mr. Kelso before he was going to answer that last question.
Director, very, very simply, we're not going to discuss any matters that are being discussed in closed session. Charlie knows that.
Okay. Okay, there's a motion to close the public portion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Is there a motion to go into executive session?
So moved.
Second.
Director, at this time, we will prepare for executive session. We just need a few minutes.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed?
You have been added to the waiting room. You cannot talk or listen until the host admits you to the meeting.